How did you react? Did you read the article that Michael Lydon wrote in Ramparts about the Rolling Stones, where they were where I think it was Ronnie Schneider, one of those guys, really put you down? How did you react to that?
You know, there are certain things you can say in print, in conversation, and then I read them, and it took me many, many years to realize that when I say something in person, it comes off much different when somebody reads it, and you come off hard and ugly and ruthless. And I could say, the first thing I was going to say to you is, you know, Ronnie Schneider's an asshole. and when you read it, in print, it says, and Bill Graham further says, of Ronnie Schneider, road manager of Rolling Stones, Bill Graham has this to say: he's an asshole. Now it sounds defensive, that Bill Graham doesn't really want to talk about this situation. My first meeting with Ronnie Asshole was that I found out the Rolling Stones were coming to America, and I made an appointment to see him in New York City, in his office, very plush office. We had a 10 o'clock appointment, and my secretary and my associate in New York went with me, because one of the horrors of this industry is that people think that we're not human, number one, that we're nothing but a machine. I'm nothing but a machine, and I'm void of any humor. I am not the funny man of the world. I don't have the greatest sense of humor, but I get by. If I didn't, I'd be dead today. He walked into the office, and I said, Mr. Graham, to see Mr. Schneider. Who are you with? Fillmore organization. I'm here to discuss the tour of the Rolling Stone. Well, he'll be a little late. I waited 10, 15 minutes. I said, is Mr. Schneider going? I said, do you know where he is? Perhaps you can call him at his home. And the girl looked at me, she says, he's walking his dog. I said, what did you say? He's walking his dog.
Yes.
Okay. Ronnie Schneider comes in. They bring me into his office.
No.
Now, I'm not, as I said before, bigger than the next man, but I always like to think I'm his equal. As a man, as a producer, as an honest person, as anything. Sit down. Hello, and I had a press kit with me of the things that we'd done in the past, some of the Tanglewood stuff, Fillmore East, Fillmore West, shows in the park, benefits, community of efforts and whatnot. So whatever he wanted to see, it was right there. The fact that we've done shows all over the country, have had excellent security, not bulldog pistol whipping, but that we know how to deal with large audiences. The man sits there, leafs through the stuff. He says, yes. Now, first of all, this punk is about 24, 25 years old. And he's been in the business at least, a good 2.5 months, I'd say, a veteran. And he looks through the stuff and he says, and this is verbatim, he says, yes. Oh, yes, I've heard of you, Bill. Fillmore East, Fillmore West, yes. But tell me, have you ever done anything big? Now, that line did it. I said, what did you say? He says, have you ever done anything big? I just looked at him and I said, cunt, I pass. I just walked out of the office. And you can ask him, call him whatever you want. Have you ever done anything big? What's big? Is this big? This is big, man. This is fucking big. By getting your dance permit, by fighting mass rule, by fighting the Hells Angels who threaten you with bullets, by fighting the motherfuckers in New York and saying, we're taking over this theater. What's big? You got any balls, mister? I got balls. What's big? I left his office. And then he called my office. I apologized. I said, fuck you, man. I'll just go over you because you're this big. And I went to his boss. And everything was done. His boss is Alan Klein, who's another cunt. Who... Ronnie is the nephew of Alan Klein. And they're both money people. I am not a money man. And I can sit here and tell you that until you're blue in the face, until I'm blue in the face. You're not going to believe me, and he's not going to believe me, and they're not going to believe me. We've been here for 5.5 years, and in New York for 3 years. And I'll tell you something. And I try to get it across to almost anybody. And when you say that to people, they look at you, and there's always this reaction in the reporter's face. And they almost want to hide from that when you say it to them, because very few people will say it. I'm very honest. Yeah. I have never fucked anybody. There has never been a musician that hasn't been paid. There has never been any man that you can show me, and you can't buy the whole world, that will say Bill Graham made me a promise and he didn't keep it. He went back on his word. I had to kick back certain dollars. We have never kicked anybody under the table. If I'm going to take you on, I'm going to say, are you ready? Tomorrow, noon, out there. Not, did you hear that? Charlie slept with Susie and Susie is picking up the shit. Now, if you go to her car, you can find the grass and you can bust the No. We get up early and we work very, very hard. And this is a business, and within the business, we're all very human. And the only commune that I've ever seen work is this one right here. There is a dictator, and you're looking at him.